Hi, welcome to Wendi B TV. We have a really fun show tonight because we have a really super fun guest. One of my favorite conversations that we're having here tonight. And I have the pleasure and the honor to introduce Denise Rigetti, like spaghetti, and she's a foodie, so no coincidence there. And so Denise is a food expert, she's a wine connoisseur, she does PR for restaurants and foodie events. So welcome to the show. So happy to have you on tonight.
Thank you, Wendi. Thanks for having me here tonight.
So how did you get involved? I know you have this passion for food and also for sales and marketing around food and food events. And also wine for charities, so we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in that?
Well, it all started about 4.5, 5 years ago when I was working as a marketing manager for the largest property owner in downtown Boca. And they had over 100 restaurants in their portfolio. And
Yum, okay, did you get to try them?
Well, I've tried them over the years, yes. But it all started out as a way to help promote these businesses. They were all mom and pop restaurants that really didn't have very substantial advertising or marketing budgets. So it was bestowed upon me to find creative ways to bring business to them. So I started creating these tasting menus, highlighting a number of signature items on the menu, and at first I would invite media to come with the hopes of them writing editorial. Then I had concierge from both the hotels and some of the luxury high-end condominiums that were in the area.
Oh, that's great,
I would invite,
right?
so they
because
would come
people
back
ask them, where do we go to eat? Okay, wonderful.
And then I just had a number of just everyday people who dined out who said, what about us? We want to come and experience that. And that was kind of the predecessor to my current business. I was running it under Denise's Foodie Events. And it was the whole tasting menu set around a communal table that brought strangers in, that people left as friends, and they got to taste things. And the price point was just ridiculous. I was able to put it together where they could taste a number of these signature items, from appetizers, entrees, desserts, include a cocktail, tax and tip, for basically around $30 per person. So
wow, people don't even think that they can do that. You know, go out to a restaurant, have a great time, and be with friends, and be able to taste, like have an experience, a dining experience, and you were able to put that together.
So that kind of buzz really caught on. My following grew quite a bit. People were seeing I was promoting all these businesses in the area, so that's how people came to know me as the foodie girl, food expert in this little community. So beyond that, I started to do various restaurant marketing and consulting and event planning, but eventually it led to the launch of my new business, which is called Savor Our City, which are historical walking food tours.
I love that. So savor. Just even saying that word, like yum.
Yes.
So savor our city, and we live here in South Florida, in Delray, and Boca Raton, and so there are so many restaurants available. You don't even know where to start.
So I started in Delray because I just love the vibe and the walkability and the different districts there. So we started actually this month, this year in January, with Gastro Tour 2014, the Delray series, and those were my individual foodie events at specific restaurants. And I did that as a precursor to bringing the walking tours there so people would know I'm coming to Delray.
Okay, so can I share my experience on going on that tour with you? So first, it was my significant other, Paul, and myself, and then you paired us. We were with a group of, I want to say it was 10 of us. And what was so great is we ended up knowing another couple, and then we met so many new people. It was, I think it was a family and their daughter, and then a couple, and then a couple women. So it was like a variety of people, which was really nice, getting to meet new people. And what I loved about it was most of the restaurants that we went to, I had heard about, and I wanted to try, but I never took the initiative, because what I usually do is I'll go to the same restaurant over and over again, and I'll order the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah. Well, this is great. People arrive as strangers many times and leave as friends. They love the whole communal experience, and when I started these tours, I really wanted to gather people around a long communal table and be able to share that experience. And it's something that people really liked, so this is geared towards foodies, and right now we're off season.
And everybody's a foodie. Now wait a minute, everybody's a foodie.
So everybody is potentially a foodie. Some people eat to live, some people live to eat. So,
but even if you're eating healthy, because I like to think that I eat mindfully, and so there are always healthy food choices, and you give that consideration too. So, and you're having a taste of everything. So it's not like you're consuming this gigantic meal, and you pace yourself.
Yep.
And you're walking, so you get some exercise along the way.
It's a great way for people who want to experience a city through its culinary lens, if you will, and the culture. As, these walking tours have a historical component tied in as well that I had gathered through research through the archives, as well as personal interviews with longtime residents. So we walk and we stop at each tasting station. On an average, we do 4 restaurants and 2 gourmet specialty shops, and we step back into time by walking into a historical landmark. So there's something for everybody on the tour.
Yeah, it was really interesting. We even stopped at the olive oil store. And so they gave a small presentation.
Yep.
And I felt like I learned so much. And then we even stopped and had like a really fun surprise at the end.
Yeah, but
I won't give that up, so I won't share what that is.
It's one of the 2 non-restaurant stops. We include gourmet specialty shops as well on the tour. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So you're in Delray Beach. Where else are you?
So we have 2 tours presently in Delray Beach. One is the Taste Atlantic Avenue tour, and that runs every Saturday year-round now, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So Delray was just named the best, smallest, or most fun
small town. Yes.
Small town in the U.S.
By Rand McNally, yes.
It's amazing.
They're
okay,
great.
So the Atlantic Ave tour.
Atlantic Avenue, and then we do a Pineapple Grove tour the 3rd Thursday of every month. And I purposefully chose that time because it runs in conjunction with Artist Alley. So people who have an interest in art particularly.
Which is right down in that direction. A lot of people don't know that area in Delray. So it's a
just
whole
north of
brand
Atlantic
experience.
On 2nd, which is also Pineapple Grove Way. And around the 3rd and 3rd, they have a section where the local artists in the community have their working studios and galleries. And the 3rd Thursday of every month, they open them up to the public. So on this tour, we eat and drink our way over to the Artist Alley, spend a significant amount of time with them, getting to see them and their places, and then we make our way back and we end at a wine bar, nice and relaxed.
Wow, okay,
very
so-
wine focused on that one as well.
Okay, so that's in the evening.
That's
and
Thursday.
so you do daytime tour, lunch tour, and dinner tour?
Yes, we do.
Or you can do both in one day.
And if you're a group and you wish to book a private tour, we can schedule that around their convenience.
Well, fun for a birthday party.
Exactly.
Fun for a corporate event, or, for a client appreciation kind of experience.
Team building. There's no, limit to what someone can book a private tour and what we can do. We can customize them to suit their needs.
Yeah, it's nice because it's fun. It's really, really interactive.
So that's Delray, and we're so excited. We have a new city that we're opening up that's launching this coming Wednesday, the 30th. And that's going to be up in Palm Beach Gardens.
The 30th of July, and it's going to go on indefinitely.
Well, that one we're going to do through the summer, the last Wednesday of each month. So July, the last Wednesday in August, the last Wednesday in September. And all of the information is available through our website, savorourcity.com. There's a calendar they can look and a description of the tours. But that's going to be an evening tour from 6 to 9 p.m. and it's called Savor PGA Commons. We're going to go into this lovely little area that's
I love that area.
Cobblestone-lined paths. Talk about the art that's on the property. Visit 4 restaurants and a art gallery and a desserts shop, and we're having 2 signature tastes at each of the restaurants with a wine pairing. It is going to be phenomenal, and if anybody wants to check that out, they can.
Oh my goodness, I know, I want to check it out. So you also still do the Denise Foodie events. You have events at restaurants also.
Yes. So the Denise's Foodie event still is occurring, and I actually have a few meetings lined up this week to announce some additional restaurants for that.
Okay, so lots of good
yes.
stuff happening.
People can find out about what we have coming up by subscribing to our mailing list. So if they do so through the Facebook page.
And your Facebook page is?
You can do that under Savor the City, or you can go to info@savorourcity.com and subscribe that way.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what about your charity events? Because I know that you do a wine for humanity.
So for about 3 years now, I've been working with an organization called Wines for Humanity. And that's very near and dear to my heart because as a food and wine lover and someone who's very philanthropic, it really it just sits very well with my mission statement. I try to use food and wine whenever possible to raise funds for local charity. So through Wines for Humanity, I go to homes and I do a private tasting for them. I work with the host or hostess to select a charity of their choice, and we will raise funds for that charity on that evening. I bring the wines, they bring the wine-loving, wine-buying, charitable-minded people. We learn about the wines, everything from how to hold the wine glass properly, go through the 5 S's.
Because you don't know, like you put your hand on the glass or on the stem.
We talk about some interesting trivia, we have a great time, we do some pairings with that, and at the end, anyone who decides that they'd like to select any of the wines, by the way, they are exclusive to Wines for Humanity, so people can't find these wines in any local wine store or restaurant, so it adds to the exclusivity of the experience. And then if anyone selects the wines during the tasting, we donate a portion of every bottle selected to that designated charity.
Okay, this is so awesome. So great food, giving back, making a difference, tasting wine, learning, growing, history, supporting your community.
Doing something that I love and I'm passionate, and every day I do this, it doesn't feel like it's a day of work.
Oh my goodness, and I join you in that. So thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
I appreciate that.